Thank you and good morning, everybody. My name is Saleemul Huq. I'm with the International Institute for Environment and Development. As you just heard, and you probably have seen the news, at about 4 a.m. last night, the G77 negotiators on the issue of loss and damage walked out of the negotiations as they felt that they were not going any further and they were being blocked by Annex 1. In particular, the behavior of the Australian delegation was the proximate cause for the actual walkout at that particular time. Until then, they were trying their best to try to achieve some sort of agreement on the text that could go to the ministers. Just to give you a little bit of background of what this issue is about, in Doha last year, parties all agreed that we would discuss in Warsaw the institutional arrangements for discussing this issue of loss and damage, which is what happens when we fail to mitigate and we fail to adapt sufficiently. Developing countries in Warsaw at the beginning of the meeting put forward a very well-developed proposal for a new international mechanism to be agreed here in Warsaw to deal with this issue of loss and damage, namely that it was new and it deserved its own mechanism and should not be discussed under existing mechanisms. The developed countries have pushed back on this. They do not want a new mechanism. They want this to be discussed under the Adaptation Committee. That is the sticking point. This will now go to the political level. Ministers will have to make decisions on it. On the part of the developing countries, this is an issue that is very, very dear to the hearts of the small island states and the least developed countries who are spearheading this. And they are being supported and being given a lot of solidarity by all the other G77 countries. So there is a huge amount of solidarity and unity on this issue. And the politicians and political leaders who are here, the ministers, will be sticking firm on this demand in Warsaw.